think that selling your nudes online and do you think the money that you make from that translates to any sort of intelligence or skill?
I have a degree.
A degree in what?
Philosophy. I could go onto grad school and become a lawyer if I wanted to.
That's a good point. You could have become a very well-respected lawyer, had a good career. What do you think your kids are gonna think when they said, "Oh, my mom had two options. They could have been a philosopher and a lawyer who made a lot of money, but they decided to be an online whore for 2 years, and then when they got ugly, now nobody wants to hire them anymore because they ruined their name and their reputation."
We got a reaction to Eboni K. Williams, who made an extremely bizarre video the other day talking about women who are single by choice.
Stop the cap.
Women who are choosing to be single parents. And she gives this extremely weird discussion about black male sperm that I thought was just bizarre. Let's get to it. Salute to the homie Jason Black over at the Business Broadcast. I streamed his reaction to my audience, and he had a great breakdown of it. And I had no idea about this video. Let's take a listen.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap with this single motherhood by choice, or I'm single by choice, period. You're single because no man wants to put up with your nonsense. Single by choice is not a real thing. You're single by the choices that you made. That's what it is.
It's going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now.
One thing I've noticed about Eboni K. Williams as well is that I'd never heard of her prior to the bus driver comments that she made on the grill a few months ago.
And some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes, they're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem.
But I noticed that once she doubled down on it, then went on to the Breakfast Club and tripled down on it, that's when I noticed that she has a thing about when she gets pushback from people with different views is that, oh, you're in your feelings about it, or don't get triggered when it's people giving you normal pushback.
Because black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world.
What about the best interest of the children? Since this relationship, having a husband along in the house with you to raise your child, that isn't in your best interest. Don't you realize that it's not in the child's best interest to grow up in a single parent household that you're doing purposely, but you don't care about that?
A world in which black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing.
No, you don't.
And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of black sperm.
So how can you be the ones choosing if you barely got anything to choose from, Eboni? Jesus, man, a lack of critical thinking.
Because most black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families, and that means we want black sperm. And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings. And sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey. Now, I am extremely fortunate that I was able to secure 2 vials of black sperm from California Cryobank when I embarked on this part of my journey last fall. But I do know that I am an outlier. So I've got 2 concrete tips for single black women who think this may be an option, either now or maybe later. Number 1, please check out Reproductive Village. It's a new black-owned cryobank, and it's designed to help with this shortage of black sperm. It's set to open its doors in DC later this year, and it will also have drop-off locations in Atlanta and Houston, Texas.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Who's just going around chopping off sperm? Hey, I gotta run this story right quick. Let me drop this jizz off at the sperm box. Bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That is extremely weird to me. You guys let me know in the comments. Am I tripping or is this weird as fuck?
And number 2, be proactive. I say go ahead and start looking right now for desirable black sperm. You register with all 4 of the big cryobanks, and this includes California Cryobank, which I used, Seattle Sperm Bank, Fairfax Cryobank, and Zytex. Then you can scan the current options for black sperm. And if you see some sperm that you like, I suggest go ahead and buying at least 2 vials right now. Even if you do not intend to use them anytime soon, trust me, it's better to have them than to be without them when the time comes.
Or you just get a fucking husband.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
That's how opposed these women are to getting their behavior under control and becoming a more suitable wife for a husband, more suitable woman for a boyfriend. No, that's how much they are against falling under a man's structure. They'll go through these links just to circumvent becoming a better person. Crazy as hell.
And listen, if you never need them for whatever reason, what a wonderful gift to give to a friend or a sorority sister in need. And also, most of those banks, they allow you to resell the sperm back to the bank itself. Listen, I know that many are going to question or even indict the decision that I and many other black women are making to become single mothers by choice. But I, like the women you heard from today, go by the creed of no regrets. I have, and many black women have, too much love, too many resources, and too rich of a community not to share these gifts with children of our own. Children that will one day, no doubt, enrich and contribute to the next generation of Black America.
It just amazes me that she's promoting single parenthood. This is a college-educated woman. Wasn't she a lawyer? This is an educated woman who knows the statistics on how children do overall when you compare a single mother household to a household that has a father in it. She's deliberately telling other gullible black women who are going to go right along and follow her that this is the choice that they should make. Even though she admitted herself that there's an extremely low amount of black sperm anyway. How about you ladies stop acting like assholes, gain some critical thinking, some self-awareness, and some accountability. Then someone wouldn't mind knocking you up, lady. Women are the prize, right? Shouldn't Eboni K. Williams got locked down a long time ago? She couldn't even lock down Zaddy. But hey, hell do I know? Just the weed head talking on YouTube. You guys let me know what you think after party in the comments. It's your commander, Theo Coop, but you can
Call me bitches.
all right, fall out.
Excuse me, bitches?